everybody! Welcome to Crafters Anonymous. Today I am going to be showing you how to recycle those old calendars from the year before. So around this time, your calendar is almost to the end. I got this calendar actually for free when I purchased something at Joann's about around the middle of the year. And so we're getting close to the end of the year, and so you might need something to do with that old calendar. Well, I'm going to show you how to make several different decor things with your calendar. So I'm going to tell you what you're going to need. So first thing you're going to need, of course, is an old calendar, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a calendar for the year before. You can actually go and buy a 2021 calendar and do the same thing, especially from Dollar Tree. Like I said, I got this calendar from Joann's, but you can go to Dollar Tree and they have a lot of different really pretty calendars for the year. So you're going to need a calendar. You're going to need a pair of scissors. You're going to need some hot glue or some E6000 glue. And you're going to need some Mod Podge. You're going to need a charger. So this charger came from Dollar Tree. So you can also use a pizza pan if you would like, or a cookie sheet. I am actually going to show you how to do that in another video later on this month, so make sure you stay tuned. But you can, we're going to start off with the charger. And then you're just going to need some embellishments. So I have this adhesive bling wrap right here. I also have these little adhesive pearls that are in one line. And then I have these seashells that I made from a previous craft, which were seashell hair accessories. If you want to see how to do that, just go back in our videos here at the Dougherty County Public Library and you will see that video. And basically all I did was take a seashell and I painted it in the color that I wanted it to with some acrylic paint. And while the paint was still wet, I just sprinkled some glitter on top of it. And then I took the little pearls here that are adhesive and I hot glued them because the adhesive is not as strong as I would like it to be, but I just hot glued them to the edge of the seashell, and I did several like that. So because the calendar that I have is mermaid, I figured this would be very fitting. So depending upon what kind of calendar you have, would depend upon what kind of embellishments you use. I don't have any ribbon, but most definitely if you want to put a bow at the top of your calendar, again, depending upon what the theme of your calendar is, you can always put a bow with ribbon. But because mine is mermaid, I'm just going to stick with what I have. Alright, so let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is to find the perfect picture, or the picture that you like the most in the calendar. So I've actually already torn out some, we have this one that says Mermaid Life. We also have this one that says Let's Be Mermaids. And we also have this one is I Have a Mermaid Soul. And this is something that I actually already cut into a circle, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But I think I'm going to pick another picture out of here. And I think I like this one. Mermaid Hair, Don't Care. So I think I'm going to use that one. So I'm just going to tear it out and put my calendar to the side. Now I'm going to take some cardboard just because I don't have a cutting board, so I don't want to mess up my table. So So you can use a cutting board for this, or you can just cut it on whatever table you have. But I am going to, and this might not even be a good one just because it's not a perfect circle. So I'm going to put this to the side and try another one. Let's see. We're going to do this Let's Be Mermaid. So I'm just going to take it and lay it on my cardboard, and I'm going to place my charger on top of it. Now, you're going to need a pen, and basically you're just going to take your pen and just draw around it and then just cut it out. But because I have this real nifty rotary cutter, I'm just going to use that, which is why I need the cutting board. So I am just going to cut along the edge here. Okay. Now I'm just going to take my scissors and kind of clean it up a little bit, because I'm just starting out using that rotary or roller cutter, whatever you want to call it. I'm not quite sure exactly what it's called, but it's not doing exactly what I would like it to do. So again, I'm just going to clean it up a little bit here. Okay. So it fits right on there. But now that actually works for the pizza pan better than it does the charger. With the charger, I want it, I want it to be on the inside. So I'm just going to try to cut as best I can in a circle. That would have been better for me to just fold it, kind of, and just to get it in a perfect circle. There we go. So, let's be mermaids. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And now I'm just going to take my Mod Podge, and I'm just going to make sure there's nothing on my charger, and I'm going to just put some Mod Podge on there. And I'm just going to take a paintbrush, just because I like it to just spread the Mod Podge around. Before I add on my and that is a lot of Mod Podge. So just make sure all of the middle is coated, and just a little bit more on the sides. And I'm going to put and now I'm just going to do the top of it while squeezing out whatever Mod Podge is actually under. Trying my best to get the wrinkles out. Because that is a thing. Alright, now that I have that on there, I am going to start with my embellishments. Now, you may want to let your Mod Podge dry before you do this, but to make the video go by faster, we're going to go ahead and start gluing on our embellishments. So, I'm going to take this seashell and I'm just going to hot glue it on. Now you can use hot glue or E6000 glue or both, whichever you prefer. Hot glue is more of a instant hold, and E6000 glue is more of a permanent hold. So you may want to use both. I am going to just use hot glue for right now. Because these are seashells, they're kind of not necessarily flush with the surface. You may have to do a little finagling when it comes to gluing it on. So just kind of keep that in mind if you decide to use seashells. And I might have to go in with a second coat of this Mod Podge, but we shall see. Okay. So I also have these little pearls. You can see that. I am going to just do a couple pearls on here in between. Okay, so once it's dry, it'll look less wet, but right now this is the finished product. So you've taken your old calendar and you basically made a cute little decor item. If you like mermaids, you can put this in your bathroom or your room, set it up on a little picture stand, or you can hang it up. So let's go on to our next craft. Now for this craft, it will be pretty much some of the same materials. The only difference is you're going to need these little canvases that I got from the Dollar Tree. Now you can use a bigger canvas because they do have some bigger options at the Dollar Tree. This is just what I had on hand, so this is what I'm going to use today. And so to make a bigger canvas, I'm just going to take some of my little smaller canvases, and I'm going to glue them together to make a bigger canvas. And to do that, because I want to use this one, so I am going to just basically line up my canvases. Once I get them all open, now that I have that 6 of these little canvases lined up, I'm going to take the picture that I want to use and I'm going to see how it fits on. And it fits perfectly. So I am going to take my hot glue gun. I'm just going to put some hot glue on the edge. And I am going to stick it together. Okay. So now that that's on there, because it does fit on my cardboard, I want to give my canvas a little bit more stability. So I am going to take this cardboard and glue the canvas on here. Okay. So I'm just going to and place it on top. Glue it down. There, and then it's not blade. I roll a blade, so trying to cut it. This is some very thick cardboard, so there you go. And I'm just going to continue to cut this cardboard. Okay, so it's nice and sturdy and it's glued on. So now what I'm going to do is take my Mod Podge again, and I'm just going to put, I'm not going to put on as much because I don't want it to be So just gonna put a little dot on each one and just kind of paint. Just kind of paint the canvas. I'm gonna get a different paintbrush just because that one has actually dried well on me. And so again, we're just painting on the Mod Podge. And then I'm just going to take my image and put it on. Put Mod Podge on the top of it. Okay, and so now we have our canvas. Now with this one, we are going to wait for the Mod Podge to dry. And I'm just basically going to take some of my embellishments, maybe these, maybe my other pearls, and I'm just going to make a frame around it. So I'm going to show you that finished product right now. Thank you for joining us for our Crafters Anonymous this week. Come back at the end of the month so that I can show you our last two calendar projects. I hope to see you soon. Thank you for joining us once again, and we'll see you later. Bye.